Or some, I just wanted people to kind of see and understand how different people are using the tool to trade smartly and not just, blindly do
Right,
things.
right,
So I'm
absolutely.
just trying
That's
to
the most
educate them
important
as much as
part.
I can.
Yep, that's the most important part. Like you mentioned numerous times, this is a tool. It's a
Yeah,
one
yeah,
tool, but
and
it is just a tool. It isn't, some magic potion, a magic pill. You still have to be in control of not only your emotions, but in control of what you're doing and what you're seeing on the charts.
correct.
So
And
yeah.
yeah, and we already had a session with you where you went very much in detail around how you use the bot, like in terms
Mhm.
of how you look at the distance, and not only that, but you also have your own personal rules that you kind
Yeah,
of consider before enabling it or disabling it and all that.
right,
And
right.
similarly, I was talking to Sean just yesterday, and he was telling me how he likes to consider the pivot levels, and also he looks at the dollar index, the DXY,
Hmm. Okay.
to kind of time his entry. Just something that he understands and he likes, and he's found success in that. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to stress everybody that use this tool, sure, backtest it, whatever you want, but just sort of combine it with something that
Right.
that that fits your risk profile. Not
Yep.
just leave it on like that. But my focus, Aj, since the past few weeks has been on this UC Max.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I have been trying my best to make it work, make it sort of a, quote unquote hands-free
Right.
bot, right? But yes, it is hands-free. It's great, but I've seen that you really have to combine it with something other than just the technical side of things. Like, for example, personal rules, right? Like
Mhm.
I told you that, hey, if you hit, let's say, $500 profit for the day, close it. If you hit
Right.
$500 loss for the day, close it, move on next day. Things like that. And so this was a result for today, right? So I let it run all day hands free.
Awesome.
I did not do
Wow.
anything,
Wow.
and it started at like 9:30,
Hmm.
uh, and it did pretty nice today. Again, all hands free.
Yeah. That's very nice.
And I saw a high of at least 5,000 as well.
Uh-huh.
But then towards the midday, it took
Right.
some
Right.
losses and came down a little bit, and then it kind of just stabilized here around 3,500 to 4,000. So
Wow.
yeah,
And that's on the 150 tick. Is
it
that
is
for
on one. Actually, no, this is where I see it. I ran it
okay.
on
Gotcha.
50 tick.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah,
I
I'm
ran it on
actually
50 tick.
loving the 50 tick on the UC EMA.
Hmm.
Loving it, actually.
Really
I don't think
awesome.
I've used my 150 tick in a few weeks now. Because, before with the 150 tick, I was looking for 5-minute candles to get a
Hmm.
nice trend direction. But
Okay,
with the 50 tick, you can have a nice trend direction within a 1-minute
within a
candle.
1 minute.
So it gets me that move quick.
And are you still you still like to trade, for example, in case of a short, you only
Mhm.
like to trade when the price is below 20 EMA, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
okay, that's fine.
Correct.
Yeah, see,
Yep.
that's how you like to trade. That's how you want to you use the tool that
Mhm.
works for you. And you also consider 5-minute bars for your entry?
Now, no, now that I switched to the 50 tick chart,
Hmm.
not so much. I
Okay,
will look, just to make sure I'm not around any major support or resistance areas.
okay,
But other than that, no, I'm
okay.
not really considering that 5-minute chart since we're on such a smaller frame.
Okay. Okay. Uh, that's awesome. So when you look at the 1 minute or lower time frame chart, apart from ensuring that you're not close to any support or resistance level, is there anything else you see, like the shape of EMAs or a certain distance?
Well, on the 50, using the 50 tick chart, actually, I like the distance around 24.
Okay.
24 ticks.
Okay.
And that is the 24 ticks between the 50 and the 200. I do ignore the 100.
You do ignore the 100.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's
That's
between the 50 and the 200.
okay.
And, I just like to see them starting to spread. I have the 20,
Uh-huh.
50, 100, and 200. And I
Okay.
just like to see a nice fan of
Yeah.
those. And once we get, yeah, just like that, once we get that fan going, oh, that's beautiful.
So this is the
That one
50
up.
EMA chart, right? And so yeah, I mean, if you had it running
Oh
right here,
man,
I'm sure
I
you would have
wish.
gotten a couple of
Yeah,
nice
I
trades.
would have gotten a few trades had it been running there. But yeah, that's exactly what I like to see. I just like to see a little bit of
Awesome.
distance between
Awesome.
them, and I enable it and let it do its thing. And
Awesome.
usually, one or two trades.
Okay.
And because it is a smaller, tick chart, of
Uh-huh.
course, you're going to get more trades. And I would never just like let it run loosely because
Of course
it would
not.
give you a ton of trades. But since it does give you more trades, I can get, 2 to 3 trades back to back.
Okay.
And at that point, I'm shutting it down. That's it. I've usually met my target, my daily target by then, and I'm done. And that usually happens within a couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. And okay. Okay. Do you kind of keep an eye on the chart throughout the day since you also have your other day job? So do you have a screen in front of you where you just kind of keep on looking at the structure and
Yeah, I'm gonna get fired because I just spent too much time on
hey,
the
that's fine
chart.
as long as nobody knows, it's fine.
As long as nobody knows. Yep. So I have my trading desk. I have an
Okay.
L-shaped desk. So my work computer and everything is on one desk, and the
Okay.
my trading setup is on the
On the
other
other. Okay.
other part of the desk. So
Awesome.
yeah, I do pretty much leave it up all day watching,
Uh-huh.
but I don't normally hop back in. Once
Okay.
I'm done for that morning,
Then you're
and
just done. Okay.
I'm done. And I'm a
What
9:30 trader.
Odd,
So
what
9:30.
would you say where what time period majority of your trades are? Are you on Eastern time zone or
I'm central.
Central?
Uh,
Okay.
but I do trade the US Open. So
Okay.
between 9:30
Okay.
and 10 a.m. Eastern is when the majority of my trades happen.
Okay.
Sometimes if we don't get a good move in that
Exactly.
early morning session, I'll wait for that, mid-morning reversal, and we'll
Okay.
catch something there 10 to 10:30,
Got it.
out.
Okay.
Uh, but normally it's between 9:30 and 10,
All
and
right.
it,
Awesome.
uh, again, not long at all in
And
the
and
market.
Are you still trading with the Apex accounts?
I stopped for a little bit because I messed it up, and it was
Okay.
100% me. I didn't, I'm not supposed to manually trade on those.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I use them exclusively for the bot.
Okay.
And I did mess it up. I did
Okay.
mess it up.
And what copier do you use?
I use the which one is it? The Replicanto
Okay. Replicanto.
copier,
Okay.
which is really good. I do
Okay.
like that. So
Awesome.
I've just been trading using the bot of my personal account
Okay.
uh
Awesome.
lately. So,
So I think it has
pays for
been
itself.
about three months for you, right? Since
Yeah,
you
yeah, it's been
started
about
using
three
that.
months. So I
Okay.
didn't start um trading it with my personal account until January.
Okay.
And then I did a little bit, but I didn't do it a lot because I'm a one contract trader in my
Got it.
personal account. So I needed to spend some time to figure out what that ATM would be for my
Okay.
personal account.
Okay.
So I figured that out probably around mid-January,
All right.
and started trading it in my personal account then. And it took me just a little over 2 weeks
Okay.
because I just, again, go for really short targets. It
Mm-hmm.
took me about 2 weeks to pay for the
Pay
bot.
for. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And uh Arj, one more thing. So do you only trade one, like, what do you only apply the bot on one chart, or do you have it on multiple charts and then you kind of manage?
I have it on one chart, the 50 tick chart. I have the 150 tick chart up just in case we're getting into a really good run.
Okay.
I can see some of those other setups.
Okay.
But honestly, like I said, I haven't even had to engage with it because I make my money early
Okay.
on
Got
with
it.
the 50 tick chart. I'm
Yeah,
usually one and done.
actually you're the one who kind of got the 50 take kind of introduced to me as well to that thing
Mhm.
because if I think about it, because we're trying to catch so micro
Right.
trends that sometimes 50 tick does the magic. So
Yeah, yeah, it
uh
absolutely does. It absolutely does. I'm really looking forward to this UC Max
yes,
because
I mean I am like I always functionally it's done, everything is done. I just have to meet with my coder friend to lock it all up so that
Mhm.
people cannot change the parameters because I don't want to open it up for, hey, I'm going to make the
Yeah,
distance 30. I just don't want all those things. It's on and
yeah,
off. That's it.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
if you
That's going to be awesome. That is going to be awesome. And because I've been thinking about, okay, well, wow, how am I going to use
hmm
both of these? How am I going to be able to use both of them? So what I've been thinking is that I'd use the UC,
Okay.
and just let its own targets, targets and stops set. But then I'll also still just manually trade. I'll have that running in the background and just
Okay.
manually trade my my 50 tick on the UC EMA.
Okay.
Um, I'm not good like you and Annie. I can't look at all of these charts. I can only look at one chart
Like
at a
for me, at
time.
least, I mean, because I usually have these QQQ and
Uh,
SPY. Just like to have these in front of me as well when
uh,
trying to kind of gauge the broader index
right,
and
right.
seeing, if there is momentum coming in or not. So I do consider that, but of course, I mean, if you have other commitments and things going on, then it can be kind of hard
Yeah, it's a
to
little distracting.
to
Hopefully
keep.
not for too much longer. I'm getting to that point where, I'm pretty much ready. I think I'm almost ready. I think I'm
Awesome.
almost ready.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Even I was talking to Sean yesterday, and he works for a private equity firm, and
Mhm,
I think he's been using it for 3 months as well. He was among the
mhm.
first group of people who bought it, and he's also said he also pretty much getting close to just doing it full time.
Yeah,
So
yeah. This is
I
amazing. It's
am, yeah.
definitely
Awesome,
helped.
awesome. And
It's definitely helped.
I just want to, have these conversations for and put it out there for people to see that, this thing can work for you. You just have to
Right.
be a little smart about it. You just can't just blindly do things.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
So
Like you said, you have to have rules surrounding
although
it.
I'm making this UC Max from the perspective of,
Uh,
somebody who's blind.
well, that works too. That works too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, but of course, I mean, it will also have its drawdowns and things like
mhm.
that, right? But at least from my part, I'm doing my due diligence
Yeah.
and making sure that I, come up with a product or a tool that kind of meets the needs of majority of the people. And
Mhm.
the majority of the people are the ones who have other, full-time jobs. They can't focus on the charts
Right.
like most of us, or, like people who are trading it full time can.
Mhm.
But if that's the case, then you also have to have some sort of overarching, like I said, personal rule that, hey, if I
Absolutely.
hit a loss, I'm going to stop. It's not like you let it run and it's just going to magically start getting
Right.
things done. I mean, yes, there will be days, but for the most part, but again, I'm doing my part to make it not do like that. So that's why I'm running it live every day. I want to have a good history, want to be transparent and just put it all there out for everybody to see
Right.
before anybody starts
And
using.
from what you've shown, even on the losing days, it
Hmm
still had a
Yes,
moment or some time where it was
yes,
positive.
yes.
And
Even
yeah,
if it ends up being a losing day, I was seeing the results. At least it will give you $1,000,
yeah, yeah,
before. rolling over if it
Right,
does, right?
right.
So
And
yeah,
most of us aren't looking for that much. Most of us are looking for a few $100
right,
to,
right.
multiply across, different accounts.
Different accounts, exactly. I
So and in my personal account, since I've been trading my personal account with it,
uh-huh.
I I do more on my personal account now
Okay,
than I was doing in the Apex accounts.
okay,
Um, and the trading in my personal account keeps me a little more honest too.
awesome,
Keeps
awesome.
me sticking to my rules a bit more.
Awesome.
But yeah, so today it was 7 in
Okay,
my personal, which was pretty awesome.
very
Uh,
nice.
and
Cool.
so that was only um I took a couple of it was one losing trade early
Hmm.
on, but then it was immediately after that, it was a winner. And then I disabled it, went back in when we broke down, and then had a couple more winners, which
Winners.
put
Okay.
me over my daily
Yes. It was
daily
a
goal. So
definitely was a good morning
yeah,
from
yeah,
the
it was.
perspective of the bot. Awesome, awesome,
It
awesome.
was. It really, really was. And thank you so much for creating it because
No,
it's
I will keep trying. And yeah,
really
even if
awesome.
I've put it out there, and you can see I keep on coming up with these different features I want to add,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
That's why I
yeah.
keep getting feedback. So the two that I'm working on is the total P&L one,
Mhm.
and the other one is the where it stops after
After so many, yeah.
however many trades you want it to stop at.
That's the one I'm waiting for.
Okay, 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 cool. So now I'll put that in my priority list and see if I can put it up soon.
Yeah,
So awesome.
that's gonna be an awesome one.
Well, thank you, Aj. Really appreciate you taking time.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
UC. I
I
really
just wanted to have
appreciate
this a
it.
casual chat with you and just
Yeah,
make sure that if you need anything else, but yeah, stay tuned for more information about the Max and other new features on this one. Okay.
awesome. Will
Cool.
do.
Well, thank you, dear. I really appreciate your time, and we'll talk soon. All right.
Thanks so much, UC. Take
Take
care.
care, dear. Bye bye.
Bye bye.